Hi guys, guess what? I'm playing Civilization 5 and it was on discount on Steam and well, though it is quite an old game, like probably like 3-4 years old, but I don't really mind because I have been a fan of Civilization for a long time since early 90s when I started playing the game back in London when I was still studying back then. It's been a long time ago, and it's good to see how this game has evolved through so many years. And I'm not really a good player, so I just play for fun. I started with a small map, and I started to be the Byzantium Empire. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of fun because you gotta build a civilization from scratch. Looking back, it only started with one settler and one army unit, and now, I found my capital here. That looks like kind of like if you zoom in, it's pretty. I mean, you see the boats there, seagulls, other boats and so on. Caravan here, and you've got some cannon here. I'm pointing these cannons to this country here because, or this city here, because this guy has been disturbing the city around quite constantly. And it's beautiful when you zone in. As I look at all this detail here with all these houses and so on, and the whole terrain changes as we progress. I founded this city over here. This is my capital, and I like religion, so I've converted this capital to Catholicism, and spreading Catholic religion to all over the map. As you can see, the blue things here. These are called city-state, I think. These are not really player, although everything is not player, but these are not player. Doesn't count as a civilization that you have to beat and so on. And I'm like a peaceful kind of dude, and I just leave it there, do trading with them, and they are doing pretty reasonably okay. I think they are pretty scared of me as well. Put some cannon here pointing. I don't know, maybe scared of the other guy. And this guy is also a state as well. So the only so-called enemy or frenemy that I have in this continent is this guy here, the Huns, I think that's what he calls. So he has one city here in the middle, right? And he has another one there. I don't know why he went all the way there, and he captured one of the city-state here. So there was a little war here, and I kind of know that this guy is pretty aggressive. And there's another one here, Mecca as well. So I don't know, his one split it quite weird. So it looks like Israel in the Middle East, Palestine, where the lands are just split between two. And knowing that he's pretty aggressive, I'm also pretty aggressive in building my empire as well. So I started here, and I worked all the way up to grab the land to connect everything up to here and to this little island as well, so as to split the whole map up. But I don't know whether it matters or not. Probably doesn't. Then I was happily playing this part of the world, and then suddenly I realized that oops, there's America somewhere here, and they are doing pretty well as well. And Washington is there. Look, I think they are doing pretty well as well. I don't know what they do. There's a lot of war going on in this side of the continent. I think like real world. So America has been whacking various civilizations left, right, and center. And I don't know, I just leave it as it is. They ask me for help if I want to attack them, help them to attack some of these civilizations. I say, well, bugger off. I'm doing my own thing here happily. And well, I mean, there's nothing. I don't know what's going on here. I should send some scout here to take a look. But I'm playing my own game here. My focus is really to build religion and so on. So if you click onto the city view, I've got my. I think I've got artists, musicians, so on that pretty it come up pretty fast. All these great scientists and so on, and I've got like various, how do you call it, construction, I guess, for various purposes. And I've got wonders as well. I've got my theater. So yeah, I mean, it keep the city happy, and I mean, the city is pretty much you know, running on its own. I don't really need to do a lot of like micromanagement. It has 26 citizens. I reckon in real life it's a lot more. Probably add another 1,000 to it. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. So it's been working on this guy. So I mean, in this view, you can actually, unlike other civilizations, whereby the border still expand on its own, but you can actually buy a tile as well. So for instance, if I want to say buy a tile, I could buy a tile that like if I go to say a city that's quite new, like probably this one here, I can actually buy a tile to expand my border. Sometimes it's important. Like for instance, when I wanted to split this guy up, the Huns up, I actually have to buy some tiles along the way. I'm fairly rich. I do a lot of trading as well. And basically right now I don't know. I think there's quite a few ways to win here. I'm heading off to a cultural victory. I wanted to do a religious victory or whatnot. But after knowing that Washington is on the other side of the world, and I don't really have time to convert everybody into Catholic, so well, I mean, you know, we can do culture as well. I write a lot of, I mean, my civilization, not me, my civilization writes a lot of like music and stories and so on, and you know, it tells me that my culture only needs to become influential with 2 more civilizations to win a cultural victory. I don't know, because you know, I don't know how it works here, because I think over on this side of the civilization is still, they don't know me, so I don't know how to influence them. I don't know how to win in this game. There are spies as well, by the way. My technology has got stolen a few times by the Huns, and yeah, I mean, you know, I try to deploy some of my spies to kill off other spies, but it doesn't seem to work. I don't know what happened. If you guys are good at civilization, give me a call. But yeah, I mean, you know, basically you just keep building stuff, like, you know, for instance, this guy, it tells you what to build already, like opera house, you know, economic advisor asked me to do this, some science advisor asked me to do a lighthouse, so maybe, you know, let's do a lighthouse because it's the course. You need my order, so yeah, I mean, I wanted to build like a road to here to connect my city, but it's kind of like, I don't know how the heck does it work here, construct road. So can I just route to order? You need to build rows to the selected tiles. So can I just like here like that? So I don't know. Maybe it'll start working. I mean, I don't really understand how the worker work, because sometimes they just do their own thing and sometimes they just disappear. I think they tend to just run on its own thing, like right now there's a lot of development here, so all my workers are here to help this new city to develop, and I think some of our workers actually went over the other side of the world to the other side of the island to start working here. I've got the guy here. Actually I wanted to kill, like, attack this dude here, but I don't know how do I do it. I think I just like, what? Yep, now so it attack actually. So ooh, there you go. So I've just killed some barbarian, and I mean, you know, and he is trading as well, so I can like do trading with other countries. So you got to see like how much gold in return. Like some of them really a lot of gold, but then, you know, I also don't want to fund them, because, like, you know, some of this civilization, they are my competitor, and if I trade with them, you know, although I got 21 gold per turn, they are getting 6 gold per turn as well. So I'm not quite sure whether it's a great idea. So I stick with something that is safer, like, you know, city-state that probably will not attack me. No point making them too rich, I guess. And yeah, I mean, just go on to next turn. And this game has been really addictive. It just keep, I don't know. I mean, America want to what? Yeah, America want to take down another country and ask me. You know, like real world, they always ask people to join them for fight. So, sorry, no interest. I mean, I'm not really in the war really. So yeah, I mean, you know, so the thing just is a turn based. So every turn, you know, there's always another turn, and it, you know, before you know it, it's already like 2-3 a.m. in the morning. Now it's 1932. So some city wants silk. I don't know how to fulfill. I still don't quite understand the whole quest thing, because I think each city, like this city wants to have a road to be built, so I'm building a road to them. But every city will have their own demand in some way. Fulfilling some quests will give you like we love the king day. But yeah, I mean, you know, then well, now that the guy have done his job, so what do I do, right? So I just like probably fortify it here. So yeah, I mean, you know, I just put him on alert. So, and this guy, a unit need order. Who is this? A caravan. So caravan again, I have to like pick who do I get the trading with. So again, you know, city state, not really into making my competitor richer than me or any richer. So yeah, I mean, then after next turn and next turn and next turn. So I don't know, maybe I'll do a video when I finally reach the end state. I don't even know whether I can win or not, because it is kind of complicated, this whole game. And there's a world conquest going on, 12 more turns to go. I lost the first one. I wanted world religion, it didn't work, because Washington apparently has a lot of allies, like in real life. I couldn't win, so I don't know. I picked something that they probably like as well, so it will pass. But yeah. So this game has quite a lot of like you know, like a talent tree, even like a RPG game. Like you can have like, you know, adopting certain social policy, give you some points, like extra points here, there, you know. It's pretty fun. I mean, you know, all these things contribute to whole, like the technology as well is very much like you know, last time you have to refer to the menu to look at all these things, but now you can see the tech tree like you know, end to end, and right. I mean, it's just wonderful. I mean, so much easier than in the past, and yeah, we just keep doing things, like, you know, like what should I do? Build a museum, and yeah, it just keep next turn and so on. So I don't know, I may do a video again when I reach the end state. But yeah, I do play other games as well besides Marvel Heroes, and this is the one. Talk to you later. Bye.